as we celebrate those who have started to bring in the sales, even on this 30 days challenge. I want to see more emoji. If you know your sale is the next, prove it. Show it, show it, show it. Yes, Daniel, Lucky, Peace. Peace is the next. Uchechuku next. Put it, put it. I want to see the fire, the fire, the fire. Fire emoji in the chat box. All right, so good, good, good. Cynthia, it shows we are really ready to make it happen. More sales are rolling in today. So I hope we are all following the assignments for each day, because this is really, really important. Thank you. Keep the emoji coming in. I can see it. Keep it rolling. Really, really important. If you are here and you've not been added to a WhatsApp group yet, you must be on one. You must be on one of the WhatsApp groups for this sales challenge. It is really important because on the WhatsApp groups, we share the daily products of the day. We share a lot of vital information that can help you to, keep running with the speed of light. And even each of these groups hold strategy meetings where, they discuss on what to do next to bring in the sales. Fabio, I can see your comment in the chat box. Let us have the product. Yes, absolutely. Every day we are having product knowledge session every single day. That's why you cannot afford to miss this session. You cannot afford to miss any single day because we are doing product knowledge every single day. So right about now, we'll be taking one of the products for today. Let me see. Today we'll be doing one of our amazing estates called okay, let's do Guzape in Abuja. Guzape in Abuja. Guzape in Abuja. If you are ready for this, drop ready in the chat box. If you are ready for this, drop ready, 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 Lucky. I love the energy in the room this morning. Ufoma, ready. So let me share my screen. We'll be taking just one or two persons to have our product, knowledge this morning and do a role play. So briefly, these estates, let me just do a brief run through of these estates. You can see my screen. If you can see my screen, just drop. I can see the screen in the chat box. I want to be sure everyone can see my screen. I just want to be sure. Can you see my screen? Just say yes. Put yeah. All right. All right. Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So this is one of our amazing estates called Sedios Estate Guzape in Abuja that will be, pushing today on all platforms. This estate is located where? In Guzape 2. And as you can see on the screen, these are few of the neighborhood, the landmarks that can help you to communicate this product, this estate. And these are some of the features of the estate on the screen as well. So I will leave this on the screen and then pick up people randomly to jump on this role play session this morning. So if you are ready for this, let's make it happen. The more role play you can do, the more practice you can do, the more confident you are to sell. So if you are here and you've not done any of our role play sessions, you are missing a lot, because it can be one thing that you will say that will make that, prospect to buy and key into the offer right away. So it's good you practice even right from this energetic session this morning. So if one or two things need to be corrected, need to be adjusted, you can know how you can fix those things and bring in the sales, not tomorrow, bring in the sales today. Don't forget, there are a lot of incentives attached to this. The best group is going to be getting a cash gift up to the, tune of 5 million naira, the best group. So if you are not yet on any group, you are missing. the best salesperson in the course of this 30 days challenge is going to be winning a brand new car and even going to be having an exclusive dinner with Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Come February 10th, whoever has brought in sales, even to the tune of 50 to 100 million, will also qualify for a romantic treat for two in celebration of the Valentine's season. So you can see a lot of incentives in the air. You don't want to miss out on this. If you're ready, let's go. Let's do this. So we'll be bringing up two persons to have a role play this morning. I can see someone by the name Adewale Adekunle. Adewale Adekunle. Yes, good. So I want to pair you with one of the multi-millionaires we have on this session, so you can, do a sales speech, and let's see how you can get this person close. Adewale, can you hear us? Unmute and confirm if you can hear us. Adewale, we're waiting for you. Adewale Adekunle, confirm if you can hear us. Just unmute. Okay, I can see you are unmuted now. Can you speak? Just say something. Say something. I want to be sure that you are with us. All right, while we're waiting for Adewale, Ramsey Daniel, can you unmute your mic? Let me hear your voice this morning. Ramsey Daniel. Ramsey Daniel. Ramsey Daniel, unmute. And firstly, tell us which location are you joining us from this beautiful morning? You're joining us from which location? Ramsey Daniel. We're waiting for you. Now, remember, when we talk of role play, is an opportunity to make money. And the best role play for this morning is going to be having a cash gift from me. It seems Ramsey Daniel is connected, but his attention is not here. Ramsey Daniel, I can see you are smiling, but it seems you are distracted. Are you with us? All right. While we're waiting for Ramsey Daniel, let's have another person. Let me see who we can bring up in the room. Please, really, really important, if you are here with us, be here. Because this 30-day sales challenge is a serious business. Is a serious business. Oh, thank you, Uchechukwu. That's really good. That's someone who is hungry and ready to sell. So, like I was saying, if you are here, let's know you are here. If you are not here, there is no need for you to join this meeting, please, because this is a serious business and we want to be sure everyone who is on this session is really getting value. So if we call your name and you are not part of this session, we notice you are joining, but you are not participating, well, we have no choice than to kick you off the session. Who is in charge of the host, the IT, please, I want you to take note of that. Whoever we call on that is not attentive, that is not following us, let's kick them off the Zoom, because we don't need quantity, we need quality and people who are ready to make it happen. All right, Uchechukwu, yes, let's bring you up. So, Uchechukwu, Ramsey Daniel, you are just responding now. Why? We have been waiting for you, and you know our time is fast spent. All right, Uchechukwu, okay. Let's have you. So you'll be putting a call across to, let me see. Of all favor, are you here? Of all favor, can you hear us? unmute if you can hear us. Uchechukwu, be on standby. You'll be going up right about now. You'll be doing your call. Favor or fall. IT, please take notes.
Yes,
As
sir.
we are calling these names, whoever is not responding, kick them out. And I'm serious about this.
Yes,
I'm really serious about this.
Is he hearing you?
I don't know
All
what's
right.
happening to my son, though.
So we have two persons on board now, Uchechukwu and Favor or fall. Right about now, Adewale Adekunle, you're just responding. Are you just waking up? Okay, so let's go. Uchechukwu and Favor or fall. So Uchechukwu.
You can face it.
And I just said my name a while.
Uchechukwu, let's do Sadius Estate Guzape. Sell it to Favor or fall, and let's get that closed. So you have the floor. Please, if you are not called, kindly mute yourself. I can see Akpabio. Ramsey Daniel, please mute. Abasi, Akpabio, please mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Favor, we can hear you.
Can you leave and join again?
All right. Can you hear me, Favor?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Hello, Ma. Am I on to Mr. Favor Afo?
Please, who is this?
Yeah, my name is Uchechukwu Paul. I'm a wealth advisor with Gtext Holding. I don't know, Ma. Is this the best time to talk?
Why should I respond to that? I barely know you. You're asking me too many questions already.
So sorry for that, Ma. You made an interest in one of our properties at Stadios Estate Guzape in Abuja. I don't know if you remember.
Which company is that? There's a lot of real estate company. Just Guzape. There's a lot of properties there. P1 has property there. You know, even Adrian Estate. A lot. So where are you coming from exactly? You have a lot of investments.
Yes, Gtext Holding, Ma. Gtext Holding is a global real estate company that has properties in Nigeria, UK.
Oh, Gtext. You should have said it earlier and saved me the stress now. Okay, just go ahead. What are you saying?
Dubai. So made an interest in yes, Ma. So, do you have the best time to talk, Ma, so that I could help you to obtain this property, Ma?
I'm just giving you 30 seconds, so just be fast.
All right, Ma. I'll be fast. All right. This is one of the best properties we have in Abuja. It's located at Guzape, and is a premium property, and is close to Asokoro Rock Villa, close to Koza, and so it's close to Channel TV. We have also an AIT and NAV conference center around this beautiful prime property of us in Koza.
Okay,
And
Mr. Paul.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay. How does all those landmarks add value to my property?
Definitely. There are more values. You should know more about the properties. Is in a good serene area, and these properties are in a target point where people from all walks of life come to stay, come to do business, come to do a lot of pleasure, and obtaining this property has a way of appreciating your worth, and you really
I own what or the property what?
Ma?
You said your what? Are you talking about my what or the property?
Your property. I know majorly the value of the property. Hello, Ma, can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you. Go ahead, Mr. Paul.
Okay. So the property price outrightly goes for 100 million. That's at outright price. And
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ma.
It's nothing to me. But then I don't think you've given me anything convincing enough to drop that money with you. You just told me about the landmark, and I asked what value does those
Yeah.
developments add to the land, and what does that stand to gain? You didn't tell me anything about the estate.
Now, these are things we offer and provide for this property map. It has a scenic landscape, serene environment. It has an uninterrupted power supply, and there is a top-notch security system in this property, a well-planned road network, and it also has a high-end facility. And it will amaze you that we have also a central sewage system in this property, and modern drainage system in this property too. We also have a shopping malls and restaurants and educational institutions in our proximity in this property. And we don't depend on the government for anything. Everything is based on what we do on our own self. We don't depend on the government for any maybe water system or anything. Everything is the company that provides all these facilities for you, ma, in this property that you are about to obtain, ma, in Guzape. So it's
I
the
get
place where
you we don't really depend on the government, right? But do you know about the latest updates in Abuja and property, the what Wike is doing recently? So though the estate may be independent, like you don't have the government to interfere and provide necessary things, but the government still have sole rights to still destroy it anytime. Are you aware of those property with R of O in Abuja that are being revoked right now?
Yeah, I'm very much aware, ma. But you have nothing to fear, ma, about this. I know that's one thing I want you to understand, and I really want to assure you about Gtext Holding. This company, we have been existing for the past 17 years now, and you have nothing to fear. We have track record and transparency with all our clients, and most of our clients in Nigeria and the diaspora has never complained on any property they obtained from us, irrespective of any news being gotten. And any property we have legal ownership to those properties, and you have nothing to fear concerning these properties, man.
Why
So
should I
you
trust my friend land got revoked yesterday because it came with a title called R of O from a renowned real estate firm also. So why should I trust and believe that yours won't be like that? I mean, R of O, the government already started revoking in Abuja. Is there anything, any provision you are making? If it's C of O, I would have gone for it. Is that you guys going to make mine C of O, or is there any property that has C of O? What are you guys, the necessary things you are putting in place to ensure that my land will be revoked?
Well, with Gtext Holding, ma, I believe if your friend could obtain property from Gtext Holding, she might not have been facing what she's facing today. But with Gtext Holding, you have nothing to fear. The deeds, will I say, the title of this property comes with an R of O, and everything you need based on the deeds of agreement would be sealed as you have made payment, and we have everything, just like I told you earlier. We have our security, we have our legal practitioners that provide everything about this property. So you have nothing to fear, man. And we have our testimonials if you wish to know more about those who have obtained properties from us from Nigeria and outside the country. I will send you all the testimonials on WhatsApp, and you will be glad to make investment with us, to do business with us. And if you're scared, more scared about maybe you want to involve a third party, is welcome. We could also encourage that. Maybe you have your lawyer. We also have our lawyer. Maybe they could speak one-on-one for more credibility and trust building, ma.
You asked me if I want to involve a third party. Trust me, if I bring my lawyer on board, I will not even buy a property from you because he advised me not to even go ahead with any property going for RFO at the moment. But that's not the issue. I just want to know that if the land eventually get revoked, who tends to suffer? Is it me or the company? And is there any provision that is being put in place in order to, like, give me, compensate me when the land eventually gets revoked?
Definitely, our land has not been revoked ever, ma. This company have been existing for like, and our properties has not been revoked. Like I told you, any property we sell to you, we guarantee everything that backs this property. There's nothing there's nothing that will make your property to be revoked. Our office is there. You can confirm, and if anyone is trying to play games on the property you invested with a company, you have all legal right to approach the company, and we have your documents. You also have a copy, and the company will stand by you to make sure that your property is with you without any fear. So it has nothing to do about revoking. At least we have been doing business for the past years now, and no report about revoking has ever. And, I'm with you, ma'am.
I want to know who tends to suffer for it. Like, if I get the property, is it me or the company? If you can just give me that word, I'm trying to know what to do.
Can we cut the conversation? Is this not a role play? It's a role play. Do you talk to clients for this one? So they are talking to that. I'm asking, do you talk to your clients for this one?
I had this conversation with my client how to buy garnets, and this was the same issue was raising. No, it's with Chichuku.
No, my concern is a role play.
Okay, let's wrap up this call so we can move on.
All right.
Bring the call to a close.
Okay, Mr. Uchechi, I'll think about it and get back to you later.
All right. So have you had enough to make a buying decision, ma'am?
I'll get back to you.
When am I expecting your feedback, ma'am?
Call me tomorrow by 12.
Okay, tomorrow by 12.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will call you by 12. I'll be busy, but for you, I'll make up time to call you by 12.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma. God bless. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you, Njoku Michael. Thank you, Uchechukwu, and thank you, Favor of 4. All right. I would like to take comments from 1 or 2 persons. So let's go. Ms. Jessica, you can take the first comment on the call.
Jessica, go.
But about the right of occupancy and the lawyer, getting the lawyers involved.
Akpabio, please mute yourself. Abasi, Biange, Akpabio, mute yourself. Jessica, let's have you. You can take the first comment on this call.
No, he mentioned lawyer.
Do we have Miss Jessica here? Is she trying to connect back? All right. Because our speaker is here, we'll just have a few review of the call. Number 1, Mr. Uchechukwu, that was a good attempt. I also give it to you. It's very important you must know when having conversations with prospects that sometimes you can always have difficult clients. Please, I want everybody muted. All right, our speaker is here. Good. So it's very important to know that you must always be prepared for difficult clients, because the more questions that a prospect can give you, can push to you, especially questions regarding the product, those objections are indications that they want you to justify the reason why they should really proceed with the product. And one thing you need to adjust is that you don't give the price before the value. Very important. Don't give the price before the value. In fact, you should have communicated the value first to an extent where the prospect will be the one to say, okay, so what's the price of this estates? How much does it go for now? But in a nutshell, that was quite a good attempt, though I understand your client was a bit really tough, but in reality, you must be prepared for this, for clients like this. And what now happens is in cases where you don't have the right answers, you can, politely tell them that on this, I would like to kindly get back to you, rather than giving them information you are not sure of, or that you are not really confident of, or that is wrong. So you can politely tell them on this particular one, I would like to kindly request, to get back to you. All right. Our speaker for this morning is here. I want to see the energy rolling in the room. Drop the fire emoji as we welcome our speaker for this morning. I want to see the fire emoji in the chat box. I want to see it rolling before I bring up our speaker for this morning. Yes, I want to see more. I want to see the energy in the room. The energy in the room. Thank you, Uchechuku. Thank you, Lekon. Thank you, Lucky. It shows you're ready for this. We are ready to bring in the money today. So, good news. We have in the room this morning, Mrs. Blessing Gerald. She's one of the, best in the industry when it comes to results. She has really brought in a lot of results in the real estate space, done sales in hundreds of millions, even to the tune of billions. And you must know that success is replicable. I repeat it again, success is what? Is replicable. And for you to be successful, all you need to do is to pay attention to those who have gotten results, learn from them, and as you learn, then you can implement what you learn. As you implement, then you can duplicate the results that they have gotten as well. So I'm really excited this morning to bring up our speaker in person of Mrs. Blessing Gerald. She will be taking us this morning, and I want us to get a pen, get a, jotters. Let's get our notepads, and let's ensure that we maximize the value that is about to be unleashed in this session right about now. So join me as I make welcome Mrs. Blessing Gerald. You're welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. First, we are having a great day already. First of all, thank you to our very own mentor, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. When you have a good father, you become a good child. And so when God gives you a good head, every part of your body is functional. So functional because I have a good coping, I have a good head. My father is functional. My mentor is functional. So how do I say this? I want to really appreciate Dr. Stephen for this privilege to make me teach what he has been teaching, because most of the things I do here, I actually learned it from Doctor himself. And so if you're here with me this morning, I just want you to tap on your screen, say thank you, Doctor. If you don't say thank you, Doctor, I'm not starting. You're not saying anything to Doctor this morning. I will see that you said thank you, Doctor. If I get like 10 comments there about, just say thank you, Doctor. Just tap it on your screen. Say thank you, Doctor. I'll be fine. Just say thank you, Doctor. I just want that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Adeleka. Thank you so much. Who else again? I need like 10. Doctor has been very helpful to most of us here. Thank you so much, Peace John. Thank you so much. Okay. Who else? Thank you, Mr. Lucky Otobo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ajobu Chukwuti. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. That's 1,000. Yeah, that's 1,000. Doctor is somebody who wants to see everybody succeed. Thank you, Miss Folari Fanny. So he wants to see that everybody do well. And so when you have somebody who wants to see that everybody, no doubt, thank you, no doubt, the result is replicable. And so this morning, I was assigned to do a talk on effective prospecting and lead generation. Effective prospecting and lead generation. There's no business without, number one, effective prospecting, and there's no real estate business without lead generation. You can't do real estate business without generating leads. You can't do real estate business without prospecting. It's important that we mix it together because we need it to actually swap in this space of real estate. So a lot of demands in the real estate business, in short, I will even say any business that sells something is even demanding. In as much as you sell something, you need some level of understanding and also strategical plans to be able to get to the end point that initially it's your own point. And so first of all, I want to start with saying what is actually prospecting. Dictionary-wise, it says prospecting is the activity of identifying and contacting potential customers to generate new revenue. So identifying, contacting, and also generating new revenue. So let's keep these three things together. So first of all, you have to identify the customer. You have to be able to contact the customer. And at the end of it, you must be able to generate new revenue. So it's important that you know that your customer must be identified. So in this business we do, everybody can be a potential client, but everybody is not your potential client. Sometimes I tell people that when you want to do real estate business, you have to identify the niche of Gtext is actually a niche of luxury. It's a niche of excellence. So if you know what that means is that, so everybody cannot be your client. Everybody is not expected to be client. So because everybody is not expected to be your client, Gtext has helped you identify the kind of people that are your client. So a few things you must be able to work on effectively to be able to generate. You know, remember we're talking about generating the revenue at the end of the day. That's the way you have to work on to be able to generate the kind of revenue you're looking for. Let me give an instance now. So some persons sell in that same Lekki, whatsoever. Some people sell land there for up to like 5. Asking somebody to sell for 100. But in Gtext, we don't sell like that. How much do we sell in Gtext, please? Can somebody just tell me how much they pay property in Gtext? Somebody type it. Who knows the price that can just help us type it there? Nobody. We have a property there, right? Are we together? Just complete. Is there a property there? Can somebody just type? Is there a property in Ekpe for Gtext? 65 million. I guess as much. I wanted to be sure. That's why I had to hold on. So it's 35 million. Now let's, in contrast, let's look at the difference. So somebody who is not our client may now say, why are you guys selling 35 million naira? When people are selling 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, the difference is just so much. But the thing is this, remember we're talking about effective prospecting. That is not our client. Because at the thought of that amount of money, the client will pay back. The client will drop. The client will castigate, may even weaken you. You feel weak, you feel redundant, because first of all, the amount of money you're calling, it's not just within the client's imagination. It's feeling like every other place should actually be on the same range. But the thing is this, we've identified our clients. Our clients are those who actually want comfort, who want luxury, who want it the way they want it. And so when you meet your client, you are not the one to tell your client that they don't want to classify with other real estate companies who sell less than that amount. They are good with you. Okay, so tell me what and what is inside the estate. Can you begin to tell me and explain what you have inside the estate? And a client of yours will also understand that for you to have such kind of amount, that's a plan. Which there's something that's very common with doctor. Doctor sits down to make a plan. He doesn't just give the price to the real estate. He sits down and make a plan. He does the underground work. So he's so confident of every property he buys. So even if you're new here into the Gtext industry, I will tell you that you're in the right place, because Doctor, who is the chairman of Gtext, doesn't just buy property. He takes his time and do all the analysis, does all the underground work to make sure that the right property gets to his right audience, because he has an audience he's also targeting. So let's move on. So in order to move on, we just talked about that we are having we're having to identify our clients and also contact potential customers. How do you identify your client? Do you know that this person is your client? The second thing I would like to ask is, where can you actually see your client? Where can you see your client? And the third thing I would like to ask you is, how do you approach your clients? Now, so the first one, like I said, is, where do you see your clients? This question is very direct, because I feel that it's the beginning of sales. If you cannot identify your clients, you may never be able to sell. And your identification of your clients will practically, at the end of the day, make you very, very important. You'll be very weak to sell. Very discouraged to sell. The value you give at the end of the day will be negative, because why? You are not producing results. And so over time, you feel like, oh, this job is actually not for me, and you want to draw back. Okay, so that's one of the areas I want us to look at. The other areas I want to look at is you individually. And so, which is talking about self-confidence. You cannot sell a land to somebody that you yourself have not been able to come to terms that that land. Now, so let me there's somebody who wanted to sell the property, and when he showed the property, when they gave the person the property said the price is too much. Whoever buys this kind of property, the price is too much. It's too expensive. And so, in the room of saying that, the guy has first of all disqualified himself to sell that property, and so he carried that property for a very long time without selling that property. Somebody came to the scene and said, how much are they selling? Let me sell it. And they sold the property. And at the end of the day, they sold the property for in B's. And two things was very glaring there. Why did the other guy not sell the property? Number one, he was not confident of what he was selling. Number two, he could not believe that somebody would buy that property. Why? Because of the price difference. So maybe you can't sell for Gtext if you think that a 5 million naira in Ekpe is too expensive. You've not been able to build your confidence. Anybody who will sell to their prospective clients, they must be confident about the property that they're selling. If I want to sell to a client something, I must be very, very confident. And sometimes I tell people you can actually fake confidence. So, example, you're having it hard, feeling like this property is not. It's not what it's feeling like, oh, this property is going to be hard, or maybe we are afraid of saying that. Will anybody ever say yes to this property? The first way to actually fake this is to tell yourself that yes, somebody will say yes to this property. And number two, find a reason why you should sell that property. And I tell myself, if your property does not look justified enough for me to sell, but the owner wants to sell the property, and I love to sell the property, I tell myself the commission is enough drive for me to sell that property. I just look at the commission, I don't look at the amount. And I just like I'm a commission every day, and I tell myself, this is the commission I want out of this property. Example, I have a property and I know my commission is like 260 million. I look at it and I tell myself, 260 million is worth it for me. I don't look at the amount. So therefore, because I know I'm getting 260 million, let me focus on this property and see how I can sell it. Because the commission is enough drive for me to push forward. Hope are getting it. So you have to give yourself the confidence. You have to put confidence in what you are selling. You cannot sell if you lack confidence. Your ability to speak. You know, when you listen to doctor, they're sometimes very familiar with doctor. When you listen to doctor over time, you realize how doctor is able to sell something. I know that when doctor is speaking, he will just tell you, like I said, those times like he said, I feel like he practices over time. I feel that he takes his time little by little to be able to give you the words that you need to hear. That's what I feel. And so for me, it's working like magic. So I don't need to now rush my words. I need to take my time to tell myself that, okay, so that I can be able to speak. So that's something people like, they want to say, like, want to explain the property to them. At that point in time, in gaining confidence, will now be like, so sir, like I said, because you need to count your words. You need to be able to sell the message down to the client so that the client says, okay, fine. And you furthermore explain to me what I stand to get when I buy this property. So what I'm trying to say is that you must gain confidence. If you didn't hear anything from me this morning, confidence is a must. If you will sell at all, your confidence is the first thing. There are some of you that have actually not seen 35 million naira. And, subconsciously you'll be saying, God, I beg you. So people get 35 million naira for this land. That's not the time to talk about that. And you'll be like, maybe there's some property that's 220 million, some property that's 200 million. Yeah? So there are 200 million property, people buy them? No, that's not the time. So you have to be ready for what you are selling. You have to build confidence for what you are selling. I also like that thing, because if you don't build confidence, when you stand before a client and you are calling some amount of money, you will not be able to pronounce it well. You will stutter, or let me say, just a word from your supposed client can even make you encouraged or can make you say words. So you must be confident of what you are selling. Sometimes I will advise you, list out all the properties that you have. Like when doctor started training me, I remember one of the things he used to say. He said, normalize calling billions. Normalize calling billions. 2025, you want to sell. You want to see results. How much do you want to see? Normalize calling that money you want to sell. Don't tell yourself that there's nobody buying it or people wouldn't buy. There are a lot of people who want those properties. Normalize calling that amount that you want to see. Do you understand me? Normalize calling them. And the next thing I like to say, I want to move. I'm done with you because I want you to know that courage is very, very important. Confidence. I feel like I wanted to say something in line with that. I also want to add appearance. Let me just put appearance. Really, before I go to effective sales activity. Appearance for you is your number one. Never play with appearance. Remember, they are selling your property to mostly the top class in this side of the industry. You are selling your properties to major men who are financial giants. You're not just selling to anybody. And so your appearance is very key. Don't tell me that your shoe is bad and so you're wearing sandals or maybe you're wearing a palm slipper. You are not ready. I'm sure we already know that. I'm sure doctor always say that to us. It's important that your appearance is key in anything you do. And there's one part of appearance people don't really take note of. Your appearance in terms of the way you talk. Your facial appearance is very important. I told somebody that I had to learn how to smile. Somebody met me and said, I like you because you're always laughing, you're always smiling. My friend, I didn't just always smile. I didn't always laugh. I had to learn how to smile. Because I realized that if my friend isn't presentable, nobody will say yes to me. I had to learn it. I had to learn how to smile. Some of you are having haircuts that are not fitting you. Go and this your mouth, I wish I could treat you. Because you must be appealing to people you want to sell to. There are sometimes when people bring things to me in the office and they want to sell to me. Just the way they look is enough reason why I should buy from them. Just the way they look. So first of all, you must keep that attention. Key. Your appearance is key. Your appearance also in your smell. Pay attention to how you smell. Get deodorants, rub on your armpits, put perfume. When you come into their offices, maybe you want to sell us, we're going to talk about how to fix them. You maybe just because of the way you smell, maybe the reason why they may talk to you. Be very conscious of how you smell. Invest in your appearance. And please, invest also in your mouth. If you have smell in your mouth, deal with it. Don't come to a client. I don't know why I like to say it. Maybe somebody needs to hear this. That's why I had to branch into that. But see, don't come to a client smelling, having a bad mouth odor. Always have me. If you look at my mouth, it's red. It's red. Even in my car, it's red. You always get gum on me. I'm not saying I'm perfect. There's always gum in me. Maybe you could just get smaller gum. Sometimes I'll have these ones in my car. Maybe my bag is not with me, or maybe I'm driving now. Why? Because anytime is a certain time. Anytime is a certain time. But you can get sweets that are minty, so that when you are speaking with your client, you can speak. I also have another minty stuff I use in my bag, because sometimes your gum may finish, and so you may have to talk. And maybe your mouth has been closed, you have been driving or something. I just spray in my mouth, pom pom pom, and my mouth still comes out very fresh. So you don't know when you meet your client. You must always be prepared. You must always, as a guy, that is not just for girls alone, but for guys. I think I have one issue with guys who don't see any reason why this aspect should be taken care of. You must always be prepared. You are selling property to the top class of the society. And maybe should I call them among the first of the first? They are the ones that are buying properties from me. So there are things they cannot tolerate. Just the way you are, just when you're talking, just the way your mouth just comes up, it's very annoying, and somebody can just walk off you. Another thing I would like to add, which is very, very crucial, is that I want to advise, if you have, in the morning, when you brush your teeth, look at it, because you know that we're talking about effective selling. So I cannot tell you about selling without putting a lot of force on this aspect of sales. Look at your mouth. When you look at your feet, if it's here, you stick sometimes. That means you have to give attention to brushing 2 times in a day. Look at your. Some people don't think that it's important, but if you are selling for me, if you are coming to sell something to me, these are things I look at. It's very important to me. I'm at the clash of people that buy property. I say, oh, look like that 5 million naira in a property. You should look like it's at 5 million naira, and not come and look like it's only the commission you're after. Let's move further to why we're here, so that I'll be able to manage my time. So we're talking about effective selling, and I'm talking about how to identify our clients, where they are. And so, first of all, like we said, that we're identifying the first class in the society, maybe a little middle range, averagely thereabout. But our clients are top class. So why do we actually do this? It's crucial that if you want to sell in 2025, take your bio, take your book, list out where you. Most times, it will be very hard, very, very hard to see them in their office. Very, very hard. The best places to see your clients, most times, are events. Most times, hangout area. Most times, gyms. Most times, poolside. Personally, I'm an introvert. I don't like to go out. I don't like to mix up. But you see, like I told you, must put your motivating factor on the table. How much commission do you like to earn in 2025? That amount of commission you like to earn in 2025 will make you do anything to make sure that you earn. For example, is okay, 2025 my commission is 300 million. Okay, 300 million is enough power to make you make decisions. I like to break down my commissions, and this is what I do. If I want to earn 300 million, let me give an instance. Meaning that I have to 300 million goal, 365 days, meaning that every day I must make an effort. Every day I must make a plan. Every day I must do something. Here in my office, I tell them, I don't work officially Saturday and Sunday, but I tell myself, Saturday and Sundays, it's not that you don't work, it's that you don't come to the office. So every day is your selling day, because even when you are stepping out in the morning, you may be working with the person who is your next customer. So when I put that 300 million example, that's your target. If you put 300 million as your target, that's what you want to sell, that's what you want to make in a year. It means that you must be able to do 300 million work. You must be able to put 300 million effort. And you write down on yourself, okay, I want to meet a client, I want to meet the client that can give me 300 million in this year, 2025. What do I need to do? First of all, how do I see them? List out all the places you can see them and begin to ask yourself, because sometimes I tell people that if you don't know where you are going, you may practically not be able to meet who you want to meet. So map out those plans. Tell yourself, okay, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this is the area I want to focus on. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, these are the areas I want to focus on. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, these are the areas I want to pay attention to. So for me, I think that every one of us should actually identify where our client is. If you want to focus on, if you want to give focus to maybe pools, maybe clubs, maybe bars, and all that, this would mean that you must know how to go out in the evenings, because most times they're always hanging out in the evening. So it means that in the evening, you must normalize going out. I'm not saying that you're going out to I'm saying that you may sit down and just get a bottle of water and begin to observe. Remember, you are looking good. Remember, you are not looking like the average person there. They begin to think, I mean, this one is a banker, or maybe this is a manager or something. You are already attracting attention. People be looking at you sometimes. Sometimes when I go and do this, sometimes the client comes to meet me first before I go and meet the client. Because at the end of the day, the client will be like, oh, hello, young lady, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. And so conversation begins. I have an underneath reason why I'm saying hello to you and why I'm responding to you. But see, intentionally, I know what I'm doing. And by the time the client starts saying, oh, nice to meet you, I'm like, nice to meet you too. And the next thing is, okay, so what do you do? I don't tell you I'm into real estate immediately. I tell you I make people make money. I help people make money, I mean to say. I help people make money. And like, what do you mean by that? I make millionaires. That's what I do. It's a job it's something I love to do. I help people solve major problems of their life. And actually, my own direct niche is financial problem. I will start talking. So what exactly, how do you do what you do? At conversation. So what I'm trying to say is that you must outline where you will see your clients. I will not help you do that. You sit down and do the remaining so that I can be able to manage my time, because I have like 12 minutes, I'll be 40 minutes more to go. You must sit down and tell yourself that this is where I want to, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do what I'm doing. Okay, this is where they are, this is where they are. So Monday and Tuesday is for this, Wednesday and Thursday is for this, Friday and something is for this. So this is a 30 days challenge. You don't have so much time. How many days is gone? This day what, please? Somebody just tell me this day what? Just have a time with it. And so some days are already gone. So how are you achieving those targets? What do you do in the mornings? In the mornings, where do you go to? Because there are some set of messages you can also see in the mornings. In the afternoon, this day 4, thank you, sir. So this day 4, and so we still have like 26 days. So the 26 days, how are you sharing your sales pattern? Where are you going to this next 26 days? How are you going to share it? How do you share your mornings? How do you share your afternoons? How do you share your evenings? So this will actually help you project you to be able to meet up with the clients that you want to meet up. So this we're talking about effective prospecting and lead generation. So let me still go ahead to say something. The first day you meet a client is not the first day the client buys a property. Because of what we do, we have to generate trust. So I love the fact that in addition to the topic, they added lead generation. Sometimes a client may never buy from you until they know they can trust you. Yes, you take that as a name, but there's a part you also need to play. Something happened to me on social media. I got a client who saw my advert on social media and he said, in case I'm interested, he told me the property is interested in. Let's say he told me the property is interested in December 2023. Let's give an instance. And so I was so excited. I told him, I think this will happen. Fine. Like 1 week after I reached out to him, and I said, no, I'm buying, I'm offshore. When I return to town, I'll call you, go for the inspection. That was December of that year. And when it was the end of December, I reached out to him and said, no, I'm not back, I'm very busy and all that. So I have a pattern of sales. I never press my sales. My customer, my client, I don't press my client. The only thing I do make my presence. So I check what actually appeals to you more. If you're a WhatsApp status person, maybe you like looking at WhatsApp status, I make sure I direct my WhatsApp status to you. If you are somebody who hardly look at WhatsApp status, but you read WhatsApp messages a lot, I make sure I do what they call weekly greetings, monthly greetings. I don't greet you anyhow. I come with weekly greetings, I come with monthly greetings, and I don't come and tell you, good morning, sir, happy new week, sir. Excited like a new week. Just want to remind you that we're into the property sales. I don't do that. I come abstract. I do good morning, sir. Trust you're having a great day, sir. This is me praying that this week be productive for you, your family enjoys peace, grants you success, more contracts, more increase on all sides. Do have a blessed and fruitful week. And I'm done. Like I don't even sell property. I do that and I keep praying for my clients, and that makes them not leave me. As when I do that, my clients will be like, oh, thank you so much. And it's done. For that week, we may not talk. The next time I come again is next week. Another set of prayers. Let me give an example with this, my client. So he actually contacted me in December, January left, was WhatsApp person. So I kept making sure my WhatsApp status was judiciously used. I realized that a lot of them were WhatsApp people. They can know you. And that's why I tell people, don't just post anything. Mostly if you're a seller, if you're a salesperson, don't just post anything on your WhatsApp status. Be deliberate on your WhatsApp status. It's very important. And your stories on Instagram or your Facebook on Instagram, be deliberate. Don't go to club and start giving us maybe you're wearing a short skirt or a short, or maybe you're braless or something. Don't do that. Or maybe you are drinking, or you show that you're a waster. You don't show that you're a professional. And so I kept on posting that when I travel, I make sure I put my trips, my meetings I have with people of relevance, I make sure I put my meetings there. I talk about the importance of land banking. I talk about the importance of owning property. I talk about the importance of giving your children, giving your children an inheritance. I talk about the importance of having a legacy. So I do that a lot. And so this day, I realized that what this man does is he will just like awesome. Sometimes he send me a fire emoji. Sometimes a love emoji, sometimes a great work. He kept on doing that. Do you know that every time he does that, I'm always angry because I'm like, guy, you came to my WhatsApp because you wanted to buy property. You just look at my status, you don't buy. But I learned something from that. I was consistent. I never once told him that you are buying again. I never did that. But I saw that he was following my process. Guess what? One day he just sent me a message. I wasn't even around. I think I was either in Lagos, I was out of the country, and he said, my person was supposed to land now. I said, oh, great, that's fine. I called somebody in my office. I told them, somebody's coming to the office now, take him to go see the property. And the guy went to see the property. One of the things I do, when a client wants me to go see a property, and wants to plant the property on their behalf, I make sure I befriend that person to the extent where I give you offers. Not offers regarding the property. I ask you, what do you do, sir? Nice to meet you. Awesome. I like keeping my contact. And what do I save your name with? I'm sorry, what do you do? I have a job. Okay, I'm into construction. I tell you, awesome. That means we have a future together. We have a life together. You go and see this property for your friend. When I come back to Nigeria, me and you together, we should have a meeting and discuss how we can come into our company and also be of benefit to that. Do you know what I just did? Somebody tell me what I just did. Tell me what I just did. Just tell me, drop it on the start on the right up there, then let me continue. And so that was that. And the guy went to the property, called a friend, and said, oh, it's very good. And felt like, since it's very good, no problem. And he sent money for 2 plots. So when the guy came back to Nigeria, when the guy came from work, he was in the offshore. Okay, established relationship, exactly. So when he came back from offshore, what he called and told me that he's around, that he wanted to see me. This time around, I said I was around, so we need to see in person. So when I came, we had a meeting together in the office. We talked and everything, business relationship, exactly. So we talked, and so while we were talking, I got into the house. While we were talking, I was like, wow, since he likes that, I'm very confident of what I do. and he sees that I have a future, even though I'm so new in this business. I said, yes, of course I do. He said, I want to add 2 more. Do you have a discount for me for 2 more? I said, okay, I said, I will. Guess what? That day, the man sent me an extra money for 2 more properties. It took this man 7 months to finally do business with me. 7 good months. Actually, not cost me something. Some persons may actually not be immediate, but definitely they will come back and say yes to that property that they actually want to buy from you. Some persons may like, oh, I will buy. If you can't go pestering them so much, they may actually come out and say, okay, these guys, maybe they have something else in mind. I'm not sure they want to sell property for me. I'm not sure that guys are really interested in what I'm selling. These guys are after something else. They may be afraid of that. That's not the side topic. That's the side topic. But try to know how to be strategic when you are having sales or when you are pursuing a client. Don't be so choking. I have 5 minutes to complete it so much. Don't be so choking. Don't be so choking, so that it can be able to help you relate to your customer and also keep them in future. So quickly, I want to go to generating leads. How do you generate leads? This business. Okay, so one of the ways to generate leads, I'll just focus on social media. Social media is a very good way to generate leads. Just as the doctor is teaching us and making us see what we do, it's expected that we also copy what we do. Now, I tell people for every event you attend, just like this one you attend, you must be able to project it out. Don't just attend an event like this and just go and say, okay, fine, next thing is to work on it. No, remember that we want to be able to generate leads. So what that means is to go online, put it there and say, I had a meeting today, strategic meeting on sales today, seeing how I can be able to project towards that with Dr. Stephen Akintayo, who brought other people to join us to teach and train us most of his mentees, that we can see that I'm confident 2025, I'm going to help people solve major financial problems. I'm going to help people solve real estate issues. People are going to own property through me. So don't just, okay, after this class, no. By now, take a good position that you can take. Snap it. Put it on social media, put it on your WhatsApp status. It's also lead generation, because when you do that, what happens is that people are able to see that, oh, fine, this guy is actually going for training. This person is actually, it helps me a lot. And actually, when you are consistent in these things, you are generating leads over time, because serious people will be taking you serious. Serious people will be taking you serious. If they don't know that you are working yourself, definitely they may not buy from you, because they don't see anything. They should know that person needs to know before now. They don't feel like you've grown up or you have something potential to actually offer them. So they may not likely see you as anything. But if you're working on you and people know you're working on you, it helps you sell. I know business is the business for sure. Don't go for any engagement and don't show it off. You can see from the doctor, even from his flights, if he's in a business class, it shows in a business class. If he has meeting with anybody, snapping and putting in there. What is it? He's generating leads. I tell people, leads is not just generating numbers. No, sometimes leads is having followers. Sometimes leads is having people noticing you. Because in noticing you, some persons may refer you. So if somebody has a property to sell, you realize, this guy, I used to see him when he goes on training, they think about fraud and all that. I think some persons, and then the company I actually saw that he keeps learning with, I think this guy has some prospects. I have one friend, let me call him for you. I know they will be able to solve. It's no land issue. I think they will have land for you to sell. I think they have property both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. You can project it. It's an international company. Africa, Asia, Europe, USA, put it out there. After every meeting you have, this 30 days, every meeting you have every 30 days, keep putting it up there. You are generating leads. Keep putting it up, putting it on your WhatsApp status, putting it on your stories, putting it on your Instagram, putting it on your Facebook, putting it on your LinkedIn. Because remember, you are not just selling to everybody. You are selling to a particular class of the society. And there are things that they look at. One time I had a deal outside Nigeria. Guess what they did? They didn't even have a discussion. They just got my name. And they went to social media to check me out. God helped me that I was already cooked on it. I know what to do. I know how to arrange myself on social media. So it's something I've been doing for a while. And so when they came and they saw it, they gave me my profile. They gave me my profile. I didn't give them my profile. They gave me my profile and told me that they think they can do business with me. They see that I have somewhere I'm going to, and I've been consistent on this thing I'm doing. So please, you must show up. That's how you really keep showing up. Now they've taught you this. Come up. If you have TikTok, come up. Do a 2-minute talk on why you should buy property, the importance of buying property. Do a 1-minute talk on Facebook, the importance of buying property. Do a 1-minute like 2 minutes, make it a habit. People tell you that you don't have to come up to sell. You can sell on the background. It's not in the 21st century. 21st century market is online. Let nobody deceive you. Dr. Stephen used to tell us all the time, 21st century market is very powerful. Doctor used to say 90% of my clients come from online. I don't know if you even heard him say it in the last meeting he had in Whitbaker. Then 90% of my clients come online. Go to your profile. Go to your profile. How to structure your profile. How to structure your Instagram profile. How to structure your Facebook profile. Have a name for yourself. I think the last meeting Dr. Hyde was saying, asking somebody, what are you known at? Go and have a name for yourself. But then discussion, please, if you will sell and generate leads, you must brand you so that whoever you are selling to can trust you to buy from you. Thank you so much.
Wow. This is really, 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 really massive. Thank you so much, Mrs. Blessing Gerald. If you got value in this session, I want to see it in the chat box. Value, 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 value. This was really, really impactful. I want to see that in the, yeah, thank you, Chidi, for the feedback.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I can see a lot of persons got value, wisdom. I can see Olamilekon, great. Value, value. Sincerely, the value of what we've gotten this morning is priceless. And I must tell you, if we put all these things into practice, within these 30 days, we will get unbelievable results, amazing results. So it's really, really important that we take note of all these things. That was really, really deep. Some of the things I picked from that session is always be prepared. Anytime is a selling time, and every day is a selling day. Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Blessing, for that. That's really massive. Anytime is a selling time, and every day is a selling day. Another thing I picked personally is that you must build your confidence for you to sell effectively. You must build your confidence for you to sell effectively. So confidence is really, really, really key for you to be successful in this, business. I said it at the start of this session that today's session is going to be really, really impactful. And I believe that you got a whole lot of value from this session. I would like to just also add one or two things before we wrap up the session for today. Sales is a transfer of energy, and how you show up determines how people respond to you. Sales is what is one of our core values in Gtext Holdings is energy. We don't joke with energy. Anywhere we appear, energy appears. So sales is about a transfer of energy. How you show up determines how people respond to you. And in sales, your appearance is your silent introduction. I repeat that again. Your appearance is your silent introduction. Just as we have heard from our speaker this morning, the way you appear determines the way people will assess you. If you don't appear to command respect, people will not give you respect. Our speaker has really emphasized deep into this because it's really, really important. In Gtext, for instance, we are big on luxury. We have a name that is wrapped around luxury. So you want someone to buy a product, you know, from you worth 50 million, worth 100 million. How do you carry yourself? How do you carry yourself? And the last point I would like to make is, if you want people to trust you with their money, first show them you trust yourself by the way you carry yourself. If you want people to trust you with their money, first show them that you trust yourself by the way. Please, we want everyone to be muted. Who is, there's someone distracting us there. Please, very, very important, when we are on meetings like this, we want everyone to be muted unless there's a permission to speak, so we don't get people distracted. All right, thank you. So I'll repeat that again. If you want people to trust you with their money, first show them you trust yourself by the way you carry yourself. Thank you so much. We've really gotten a lot of value. Mrs. Blessing, Gerard, thank you for that session. That was really, really great and massive. So the challenge continues today. Good news, like I said at the beginning of the session today, people have started to make it happen. Sales were rolling in yesterday. Today, another set of sales will be rolling in. So if you are ready to make it happen today, if you know your sale is the next, if you know in this 30 days sales challenge, you will also be celebrated. Let me see in the chat box. I'm next, I'm next, I'm next, I'm next. Remember, our speaker said that you must normalize what you want to see. Normalize saying it. Normalize saying it. So the amount you want to earn in the course of these 30 days, normalize saying it. First thing when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today I'm making sales of 100 million. I'm getting commission of 10 million. In this 30 days challenge, I'm making sale of 500 million. I'm getting commission of 50 million. Our speaker has emphasized on that. You must say it, normalize it, normalize it. Let it become part of you. Let it become a consistent practice, because what you dish out to the universe determines what the universe will, attract towards you. So what you give to the universe determines what you get. It's garbage in, garbage out. Okay, I believe everyone on this session this morning, we've gotten a whole lot of value. Let's not forget the assignments we have every day. We have to do all the assignments and tasks we have been given. Oh, beautiful. I can see Gabriel in the chat box. In this 30-day sales challenge, making 600 million naira sales. Yes, you can do it. Let's go. So let's ensure we do the assignments, the daily assignments every single day from Dr. Stephen's videos. These things are intentional, and they are to guide us to ensure that we keep on track towards achieving our goal. And if you have not yet been added to any group, I can see Favor Ada. Please drop your number right away. Quickly. Drop your number so you can be added to one of the WhatsApp groups. Any of the admins, please take notes. Lincoln, you can take notes of the contact. Let's be added to one of the WhatsApp groups immediately. If you are here and you're not yet on a WhatsApp group, you are missing a lot, because you need to see the energy in the WhatsApp groups every day. And people have started dropping sales on the WhatsApp groups. So meetings, strategies, everything are being dropped every day, even the products of the day. Like today, Guzape that we did a role play on is one of the products we are pushing today. All these things are being dropped on the WhatsApp group. The product of the day, strategies to sell, the video, daily video to watch, Dr. Stephen's video, the links, everything are dropped. So don't miss out on this. Leko, I believe you have taken note of the numbers dropped in the chat session. So let's ensure that all these numbers are added to the WhatsApp group immediately. So thank you everyone for joining today's session. I believe we all got value, and Tomorrow will be another edition. Remember, there are so many gifts to be won. So many gifts to be won. You don't want to miss out on this. You don't want to miss out on the car incentives, the all expense paid trips, the cash gifts, the exclusive dinner with Dr. Stephen, and lots more. Even the romantic treat for two in celebration of the Valentine season. Valentine is loading right around the corner. And if you can do 50 to 100 million between now and 10th of February, you qualify for an exclusive romantic treat for two. So you can come with your partner
mo rí wọn lánàá òun náà ni mo rà nílẹ̀ tí mo ṣe ìjókòó lè lọ́wọ́.
Please, the meeting has ended. We can all leave the meeting. Thank you. The meeting has ended. The meeting has ended. You can all leave. Thank you.